Hi, my name is Bill Bradley. I'm an extreme endurance athlete, and this is my motivational video. The topic of today's video is, it's all in the details. Have you ever had problems in, a race, an event, and, and maybe when you finally figured it out, it was like that caused you maybe to not finish? And it could be something very, very small that you just didn't think was that big of a deal, and it ends up just wiping you out. Say it's maybe you get some sort of a blister early in the race and you just finally can't handle the pain anymore and it knocks you out or something, just as an example. Well, let me tell you something that I just found out, because I'm not a big detail guy. I'm more of a, I just show up and I just freaking give it everything I got, and I don't really pay a lot of attention to the details, and sometimes it comes back and crunches me. Well, I want to tell you one thing that we just recently figured out. My buddy Patty figured this out. I was on, he was on the Zodiac with me, and I was doing, like I said, with him and Bob, I've done, 4-hour, 6-hour swims with them. And when he watched me during my 6-hour swim and I got sick, I had a really hard time during that swim. I got sick for the last 4 hours of it, and I was cold because I wasn't getting enough fuel in me. And, I was just throwing up, and I thought, he goes, you're getting salt water in you. Bill, that's what's happening. You're swallowing too much salt water. And I've thrown up numerous times in my attempts in the channel, 5, 6, 7 times. It just weakens you so much. It really hurts my chances of finishing it. So anyway, he looks at me, and I'm thinking like, well, it's because it's when it's choppy, it's getting in my throat, and it's going down, or, somehow it's doing this, and, maybe when I'm, doing a goo, it's getting in that way or something, there's some getting in. And he looked at me and he goes, nope, Bill, you know how it's getting in? It's getting in the top of your water bottle, right there. You see that little hole? He says, when you're out there and you're treading and these waves are coming up, even though I'm like, I'm trying to hold this out, he says it goes under and the water's going in there. And he says it's going in there and that's what's making you sick. And I'm going like, and he goes, you're taking too long to drink too. So I try and drink half a bottle. So by the time I took about 4 or 5 sips of this thing, it takes a little while. And like he's telling me this water, and I go, and I didn't believe him. I go, come on, in that little hole, that much water gets in there? He goes, yes, it does. He goes, I tasted it. He goes, there was plenty of salt water in there. I tasted it. And I later talked to Mariko in the channel, and she says, we could see the salt water in your bottle when you were done, So anyway, so what Patty did was he goes, here's what you need, Bill. I got the perfect idea for you. He's got this new, bag bottle, whatever it is, same little hole, but the difference is I put this thing up to my mouth one time. I'm not like holding it like this. I get the thing, I take it, I open it up with my mouth, and then I just squeeze it like this with 2 hands, and I just shove all that water down me in about 3 seconds, and it goes down. And so I recently just did an 8-hour swim, and like I said, it was one of the strongest swims I've ever had. That's what Bob told me afterwards. And it's because of this little baby here that Patty recommended, because I didn't get the salt water in me and I wasn't puking out there. I mean, I'm an amazingly strong swimmer when I don't puke up everything I'm eating. So anyway, if you're in a, you got an event, a race, a swim, whatever it is, you got to watch those small details. You got to pay attention to the details. This little thing, with me getting water down my throat with the regular bottle, I mean, that's probably caused me to, miss at least a couple of those channels where I just literally threw myself up to death almost practically. So anyway, pay attention to the details and you can do great things. Even swim the English Channel. You will hear the yell when I make it. It's coming up. Anyway, if you're interested, please follow me on Facebook or Twitter. Also, if you please subscribe to my YouTube account so I can pump you up regularly. These things are coming out weekly or more. And also, if you have a question for me, please put it in the YouTube comment section or a comment in the YouTube comment section. And if you're interested in me talking to your team, your group, your company, your organization, please email me at epicbillbradley@gmail.com and we will get you out some information. Thank you very much.